Hello YouTube, TCG Legends here, coming at you with another tutorial video, and today I will be going into card classifications, card types, classification, abilities, descriptions, and card packs. So I will do the card packs at the end of the video, and I will jump into classifications. So classifications can help a lot. They can you can make your game so that only cards of the same class can attack other cards of the same class. So like a hero could only attack another hero. He's a hero, by the way. So classes will help you determine who can attack who or what they are. You can class them by what their faction is, who they're associated with. So Jarek is a Sith. These are Star Wars cards, by the way. He's a Sith. Plo Koon is a Jedi. He's Imperial, Separatist. So that's how you could class them. You can class them by the faction they're part of. Officers will always be heroes because they are people of importance. So like if you're basing your game off of a movie or something like that, then people who are like the main characters of that movie or game, they will obviously be heroes. Ability cards, I'll go into those later because those are something else. You class your cards by their type. So these are droids. You can class them as droids or separatists since they're associated with the separatists. Republic or clone trooper, land, light tank, imperial tank, land. This is a building. These are heavy tanks or Republic vehicle, separatist tank, droid tank. The bombers, these are interesting ones because they can go in both land and space. So you can move them into land or space. So this could be like Imperial. The spaceships, you can get into even more detail. You can class them as just space all around, or Imperial, Separatist, Republic. Their ship class, so this is a capital ship. Not sure what that one is. Another capital ship. Starfighter. Another capital ship. So yeah, you can also color code your cards. Color coding will help associate with where they go. So if you're going to use a game mat, you can color code them with your game mat, so it'll make it easier for you to know where you place them when you're playing. So yeah, you could also give your cards like levels. Like Jarek could be like a level 4 Sith, and Plo Koon could be a level 4 Jedi, and then only cards of the same level can attack each other. Yeah, so that's classifications. I'll go into abilities now. I thought I put some... Hang on a sec, I left some cards out. I'll try and find a planet that you should all be familiar with. I'll just go with Yavin. So you should all know Yavin 4 is the site of the Rebel base from Star Wars Episode 4. So these cards are classed under location. Location cards will give the battleground specifications. So they will give you like increases in your health and attack or decreases depending on what the terrain of the location is. So here the dark side of the Force permeates the whole planet. All Sith units, that should be cards, all Sith cards played here gain 2 lives. Also, this is a Star Wars game, so it's kind of like Empire at War where you fight in space and land. So this gives the specifications for the space battle. So here the Death Star was destroyed here once and it will not be destroyed again. You cannot play the Death Star here. So these planets are basically separate ability cards that will tell you where you're fighting, and yeah. So this will get easier if you're gonna do location cards. It will be a lot easier to come up with locations if you're doing a game that's based off a book, movie, or etc., etc. Because then you can just look up locations and find little information about them and make the specifications for the location accurate to the book, movie, etc. So yeah, that's locations. Ability cards will give your cards boosts in health, attack, defense, strength, whatever. So this is an interesting card, so I'll put that at the back. Okay, so yeah, just a couple examples. This can only be played with a spy, so you can make some of your cards can only be played with a certain other card. So since this is stolen plans, obviously you're going to need a spy in order to steal these plans, so you can only play it with a spy. So also obviously when you steal plans to something, you know where to attack it. So you gain an extra hit when you attack any Star Destroyer. The Jedi mission, it will obviously apply to only Jedi. So the Jedi Council has a very important mission for the Jedi, and you have to discard all your Jedi cards from play. This one is obviously taking a bribe. So officers will take bribes. No, I won't say normally, but you know how it goes. So officers will take bribes, so it can only be played with an officer. And this one is the officer has been caught taking a bribe, so your opponent will lose 3 turns from play. Now this one is an anti-ability card. So I have a card that's called Riots, and the description goes, the riots engulf the entire planet and you have to discard all land cards. That's how I have them classed by their thing: land, space, hero, and stuff. So yeah, this one is Riot Police. So obviously the Riot Police will show up and they will disperse the riots, so now the riot card does not take effect. So those are interesting cards that you can make for your abilities. You can make them whatever you want. You can make them weapon upgrades, armor upgrades, I don't know. Just get creative with them. Whatever you can think of. So, yeah. Those are ability cards. Also, with these, you can make the abilities pertain to your you can make these cards pertain to your enemies. Cards like the riot card will pertain to your enemy, and the caught taking a bribe will pertain to your enemy. Cards that give you ability cards that give you increases will obviously pertain to only you. You can also put your abilities directly on cards, like this one, the ion cannon, has the ability printed directly on the card. So this card has the ability, this unit is a super laser and it can destroy one ship in a single shot. So this is a land-based space attacking ship that can only be attacked on by other land cards, and it attacks only spaceships. So you can put the ability directly on a card that applies to only the card. So yeah, kind of running out of time, so I'm gonna speed things up real quick. So card packs. If you're gonna make card packs, you're going to need already how big your card is going to be. If you're going to be printing your cards, you're going to want to get a design for your card, and on a full printer page, have a design for your card on the full printer page and scan it on your computer and then print it directly. So that way you'll be able to see how big the card will be when it comes out printed, and you'll know whether or not you need to resize it or anything to how you like. It also helps if you're going to use card pages to sort your cards. You can see if they fit in the pockets. So yeah, get your little card and put it on a normal piece of printer paper. Then, okay, just a sec here. And then you can use a ruler and sketch out how big you want it, how long the flaps will be for the sides. Leave space at the top and bottom so you can have extra room. You have flaps that will fold back on the card. You tape it up and everything. You see if the card will fit inside. You're also going to want to see how many cards you can fit inside one of these packs. See if you need to make it bigger or smaller. So that's a paper pack. That's a beta paper pack. These are a little more professional looking. I took pictures off the internet and put them directly onto the pack and put some space kind of thing texture on the flaps. So yeah, it gives the card pack a little more professional look. It will also help you organize how you might want to sell the packs or give them out. So here you have hero and abilities. That's what will be inside this pack. Here will be soldiers / droids, light tanks or heavy tanks. You can put them both together and just call them tanks. Spaceships, and this one is actually locations. So yeah, just a way to spice up your card pack, make it a little more professional. Be sure to put your name on the card, the packs and the card, and this is not automatically focusing. Maybe I need to zoom out. There it is. So yeah, be sure to put your name on the cards or the card packs, so that way people will know who made the game. Be sure to put them on your cards as well. Yeah. So this has been another tutorial. Today I went through... Oh, I forgot descriptions. So yeah, card descriptions. They can get very tedious to do because you have a lot of different cards and you don't know what to put on them. If you're making your own custom game that's not based on anything, it gets really hard to come up with descriptions for them. You can make the description for multiples of the same card the same. So what I mean is, like a Star Destroyer, For this game, you can have multiple Star Destroyers, so you can make the description the same for every single one of those. Or you can make the description different. Also, if you're going to make the card based off of anything, it's a lot easier to come up with descriptions because you can look up information about that specific card that you're making, and you can put a little bit of accurate information on your card. So yeah, now this is the end of the video. So yeah, TCG Legends, I have a couple more tutorials that I'm going to do. Then there's also going to be a quick tutorial which will go into pretty much everything. So yeah, TCG Legends, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave a comment or send me an email, which is in the description or on my channel.